senior year. I mean, how do you temper expectations for that and balance the whole senior year?
Yeah, I think that it's crazy, first of all, but I think it leads to a lot of excitement and just really, I think being here for 3 years now and have a great experience from all of those years, good and bad, I think that helps a lot. And I think we're really excited and we have high goals, but right now we're really just trying to focus on every single day, and I think we've done a great job so far.
Is there anything you're hoping to accomplish in your final year that you haven't?
I think that's the key word, is I think I'm trying to do something we haven't. I think we've won a conference championship, but we haven't won a conference title, we haven't won an NCAA game. So I think that those are two things that are really big for me. I think that this year we're trying to reach a whole nother level than what we've been at, and I think that we have a great foundation to do so.
Looking over at the roster, obviously a lot of new players going to be able to start this year. How has that mesh process gone?
Yeah, honestly, really smooth. I think that our 3 freshmen are really willing to learn, and they really love basketball, and I think that passion really helps us, and I think that it brings us all together. With the red shirts, I think that they have the experience. They haven't been able to maybe play as many games, but they've been behind the scenes, which is just as valuable. And I think that everybody really is starting to kind of conform and know their roles, and I think that's huge for us.
Now, asking Coach, he probably gave a different answer than the players would.
Yeah.
Looking at who graduated, big graduating class last year across the valley, is that something that kind of, as a player, you look at and you set expectations for your team this year?
Yeah, I think that definitely that's something to acknowledge. I think it's obvious, but I think it's also, we don't know who's coming in. We don't know people's freshmen or transfers or stuff like that. So I think that it's kind of a factor, but not a huge factor, because I think we're really just focused on us and what we have here. But obviously, once it gets to conference play, that plays a definite factor, because you have a player of the year gone, you have a first conference team gone. So I think it just it does play a factor, but not a huge factor.
Looking at how things ended in the Valley Tournament last year, how much did that replay, if at all, over the offseason?
Yeah, I think it did play a role, but I think that now we're at a different place than we were last year, and I think that is something that's really great for us. I think just because we're not going to let that happen again, and I think you kind of put it behind you and ready to move on to bigger and better things. So.
I was going to say, yeah, what can you learn from that, and what did you guys look at from last season that you wanted to improve this year?
Yeah, I think that our offensive efficiency was not good, and that's something we've really been keen in on, and we have since day one of the off season. So that's been our number one thing, honestly. And then I think our defense obviously is huge. Kelly is really she sets a standard of you play defense or you don't play. So I think that helps everybody, because it sets a tone. It sets, these are our 2 things that we need to have happen. We need to play defense, and our offense needs to be efficient. And so I think that if everybody kind of is on the same page and that tone is set, that it's been really good for us, because it keeps a standard for all of us.
Any part of your game you specifically changed or worked on or wanted to add something?
Yeah, I think that my biggest thing off season was honestly the efficiency part of it. That kind of comes in with playing a little bit more, though. So when we start playing, I think that's something now I'm really keen in on. But off-season wise this summer, I think my mid-range I really have tried to get better at, and being more aggressive and kind of taking better shots, knowing exactly what my role is, but also not just relying on the 3 and not just relying on easy layups, kind of what can I do to get better shots mid-range.
Final question, I promise. I've been grilling you. Sorry.
No,
but
okay.
Has your sense of a leadership, obviously you probably felt that already, but now as a senior leader, does that change your message at all?
Yeah, definitely. I think that it's been huge. I think that, for all 3 of us, 4 total, 3 others, we've tried to set that standard, and come in every single day like, this is what we are trying to accomplish, this is how we're going to do it, and you guys get on board or you don't, and so I think that just the positivity and just the willingness to help others and all of us, but at the same time keep it loose and keep it fun and just keep our goals in the back of our mind, but really just focus on every single day getting better. I think it's played a huge role. I think all of us have great experience and can bring something different, and I think that's why our senior class has set a great foundation, because we all can bring something different to the table, and help in different areas. So I think it's been really good, and I think that has been a huge factor thus far.
Cool. The Cubs gonna do it?
Don't talk about it.
A part of this program, college experience, just being here and that run that you all were able to put together.
Well, it was definitely a big jump from high school, which, I learned a lot from it, but, I enjoyed every minute of it, and I'm just glad to be back, and I'm glad to, be able to try to improve from it. So I'm just glad it happened.
It just seemed like the Lady Bears were hitting their stride, and then Evansville happened. What was that like? Take me through that experience.
It's kind of like a heartbreaker, I didn't want it to happen like that. I would hate for seniors. I hated it for them, But I feel like we've learned a lot from it. I feel like we've come back stronger from it, and I just feel like it's kind of a live and learn situation,
Yeah, and that's what Kelly was talking about, was that mental toughness, and that's what she's trying to instill in everybody.
Yeah.
Started with the 5-on-5s in the spring. What have you seen? Is there a difference in this year's team from last year? Just anything on the floor that you can tell right now, just in the few times that you've been out there?
I definitely feel like we're more urgent, Okay. I feel like last year we came into practices and we would have one or two good moments, but then we'd have a couple that weren't good. But I feel like now we're going in every drill, we're not going to waste it, even if it is bad, we're giving it all we got, And she, she's pushing as hard as we can, we're not going to, she wants us to be ready for it. And she tried to get us to there last year, but I think we wanted to in our heads, but I don't think we ever took the initiative. We were talking the talk, but we weren't walking the walk. So I feel like now we're actually taking action about it, because we don't want that to happen again.
The other ones that are out here are all seniors, and what has this class meant just for you from the back look and recruiting when you were watching them from afar in high school, and then just being able to play with them? What do they mean to this program?
Well, they're a huge part of this program. Without them, we wouldn't be where we are, and I just feel like they bring energy. They always pick us up. They hold us accountable. They're going to tell us the truth. I feel like they're very honest, and I think that's what you need in seniors, and I feel like they're the perfect fit for us. And it's going to be sad when they leave, but let's try to make it last as long as we can.
Aubrey Buckley, just like yourself, local girl, coming here to Missouri State, playing in front of basically your community. I know it's not as close, not as close as Parkview for her, but it's still close. But just being able to see her and riding out those 4 years, and then just the fan base. Just talk about Aubrey.
Well, she's a huge part of this team, and I'm so glad she chose to come here, because she's a great kid, and it's her birthday yesterday, and but I feel like she's the kind of person that she has such a big heart. She's gonna help whoever asks for it, and you need that person on the team, because I feel like if you're having an off day, she can come to you and she can pick you up. She knows how to bring people up and help a situation out, and she's not just going to leave you hanging. She's going to make sure you get to where you want to be, and it's just, you need that in a senior.
So what about yourself now? What are you looking at for this year, personal goals, or just personal game? What are you working on?
Well, personally, I just want to go out there and I want to be more confident. I feel like last year I was a little timid in the way I played, and I don't want to do it again. I feel like that's more of a freshman thing, and it's it's time to grow up.
Right.
I just want to go out there and I want to impact the team. I want to be more vocal. I want to help other people that are on the court. I just kind of want to be more of a leader, and just do whatever I can to help the team. Whatever Kelly needs me to do.
Do you look at the rest of the valley and just see everybody who's graduated from the other schools and think, okay, hey, we're better than them now. We're better. I mean, do you really do that? I mean, kind of just.
No, I definitely. We've kind of eyeing everybody up.
Right.
But trying to seeing what. I think definitely we have a shot, and to go far, but I just think we need to not take it easy, just because, we didn't, we had these 4 seniors coming back, so we definitely don't need to be take it easy, be oh yeah, we'll be good, but we still need to push, and take it seriously, but definitely noticing.
Yeah. You can't help it.
You can't help it, this is here.
Final thing I got for you, though, is just kind of off of that point, Kelly was saying that she really wants to win a conference title. She wants to get a Valley title.
Oh, yeah.
Just looking at this team, what makes the Lady Bears, a great candidate to take that volley this year?
I feel like we do have a lot of returns, which I think is going to help. I mean, we did lose last year, but we have a lot coming back, and I feel like we're going to be tougher, and I feel like our defense is going to be better, and I feel like all together we will have improved, and I think that toughness is what's going to take us over the edge. I feel like we had a lot of pieces last year, but the toughness we didn't have, but I think that's what's going to take us to get that conference title. When it gets tough, we're going to be able to push through.
Anything else you want to say?
Go Bears.